The arena lights dim, and the MWL theme music hits as the crowd erupts in excitement. Announcer: ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the owner and founder of MWL Wrestling League. Mr. MWL steps onto the stage with a confident smile, microphone in hand, soaking in the applause from the passionate MWL fans. He walks down to the ring and waits for the crowd to settle. Tonight, I am proud to make a very special announcement. As MWL continues to grow, expand, and evolve into the greatest wrestling promotion in the world, we need leadership that understands what it takes to thrive in this business. With that said, it is my honor to introduce the newest general manager of MWL, a true pioneer in wrestling, an MWL Hall of Famer, and one of the most decorated competitors to ever grace this ring, Elizabeth. The crowd erupts with cheers as Elizabeth's music hits, and she walks down the ramp, waving to the fans with a determined smile. She steps into the ring and shakes Mr. MWL's hand before addressing the MWL universe. Thank you, Mr. MWL, and thank you to all of you amazing fans. It feels good to be back home in MWL, and I am beyond honored to take on the role of general manager. You see, I've done it all in this business. I've fought, I've won championships, and now I'm here to make sure MWL reaches new heights. The fans cheer as Elizabeth pauses, her expression turning serious. And what better way to start my tenure than by introducing something that will revolutionize MWL as we know it? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you MWL All In. The crowd buzzes with anticipation. MWL All In will be the ultimate proving ground, where only the best of the best will compete for the opportunity of a lifetime. We're talking about high stakes, intense rivalries, and championship implications at every turn. That's right, Elizabeth. MWL All In will push our superstars to their limits. It's a fresh opportunity to climb the ranks and become a champion in this great company. And it all starts soon. So, to everyone in that locker room, if you think you have what it takes to be all in, step up or step aside. The crowd erupts in chants of as Elizabeth raises her arms triumphantly. Thank you, Elizabeth, and welcome back to MWL. MWL All In M1 tournament match, Nature Girl Sophia versus The Destroyer. Announcers, Mike and Josh Hart. The arena is electric as Nature Girl Sophia makes her entrance, the crowd cheering as she walks down the ramp, radiating confidence and determination. Here she is, folks, Nature Girl Sophia, a fierce competitor known for her technical prowess and agility. She's facing one of her toughest challenges yet in The Destroyer. Sophia has proven time and time again that she can outlast and outwit bigger opponents, but The Destroyer is a whole different animal. She'll need to use every ounce of her speed and skill to survive tonight. The mood shifts as The Destroyer's ominous music hits, and the massive powerhouse marches to the ring with an intimidating presence. The crowd boos as he stares down Sophia, showing no emotion. Mike? The Destroyer is a man of few words and even fewer weaknesses. He's been steamrolling through the competition, and Sophia has her work cut out for her. There's no finesse in the Destroyer's game, just raw power and ruthless efficiency. If he gets his hands on Sophia, this match could end very quickly. Bell rings. Sophia stays light on her feet, circling the Destroyer, who lunges at her with a massive swipe. She ducks under and lands a quick leg kick, followed by another to his calf. The Destroyer swings wildly, but Sophia dodges, hitting a drop kick to his knee, briefly staggering the big man. Sophia charges in with a springboard crossbody, but the Destroyer catches her in midair and throws her across the ring with a fallaway slam. Mike. Huge power display by the Destroyer. Sophia has to stay out of his grasp if she wants to have a chance. Sophia needs to keep moving. One wrong move and the Destroyer will crush her. The Destroyer dominates with a series of power moves, including a crushing corner splash and a devastating sidewalk slam. He hooks the leg. Kick out. Mike, Sophia's not done yet. She's got heart, but the Destroyer is in full control. Josh Hart, she needs to find a way to take his legs out before it's too late. The Destroyer drags Sophia up, lifting her for a military press. But Sophia slips out and counters with a chop block, finally bringing the Destroyer to one knee. Sophia capitalizes with a running knee strike, followed by a springboard bulldog, bringing the crowd to their feet. She covers. Kick out. Mike, Sophia's quick thinking is giving her a fighting chance. This is exactly what she needs to do. Stay fast, stay relentless. Sophia locks in a rear chinlock, trying to wear the destroyer down, but he powers to his feet and slams her backward into the turnbuckle with authority. The destroyer charges for a big boot, but Sophia dodges and counters with a drop toe hold, sending him face first into the ropes. Sophia seizes the opportunity, hitting a springboard leg drop across the back of the destroyer's neck. She scrambles for another pin. Kick out. So close, Sophia is taking the fight to the destroyer. Josh Hart, she's one step ahead right now, but she needs to stay focused. Sophia attempts her finisher, the wildflower stomp, diving double foot stomp top rope, but the destroyer rolls out of the way. As Sophia lands, the destroyer catches her with a spinning side slam, planting her hard in the center of the ring. He covers. Kick out. How did Sophia kick out of that? That's Hart, Mike. She's got more fight in her than anyone thought. The destroyer signals for his finisher, the destruction driver, double underhook powerbomb. He hoists Sophia up, but she counters midair with a hurricane rana, sending him crashing into the turnbuckle. Sophia rushes in and hits a running knee strike to the back, then rolls him up with a schoolboy pin. Kick out. The destroyer powers to his feet and lands a brutal lariat, flipping Sophia inside out. He wastes no time lifting her and planting her with the destruction driver in the middle of the ring. Mike, destruction driver. That's gotta be it. The destroyer hooks the leg. Ring announcer. Here is your winner. Advancing in the M1 tournament, the Destroyer. A valiant effort from Nature Girl Sophia, but the Destroyer's power was just too much in the end. Sophia gave it everything she had, but the Destroyer is a force of nature. Once he gets rolling, there's no stopping him. The Destroyer stands tall, raising his fist as Sophia slowly rolls to the outside, holding her ribs while the crowd gives her a standing ovation for her performance. She may not have won tonight, but Sophia earned the respect of everyone here at MWL All In. Josh Hart, and as for the Destroyer, his path through the M1 tournament just keeps getting stronger. Who will be able to stop him? M1 tournament match. Corey with Deathstorm versus Ken. Mike and Josh Hart. The arena lights dim as Corey makes his entrance, flanked by the imposing figure of Deathstorm. The crowd erupts into boos as the DOA faction members make their way to the ring, exuding arrogance and menace. Here comes Corey, and you know with Deathstorm at ringside, this match isn't going to be fought fair and square. Corey is a cunning competitor, but with Deathstorm lurking outside the ring, Ken is going to have to keep his head on a swivel if he wants to stand a chance tonight. Ken's music hits, and the crowd cheers as he steps onto the stage with a determined look. He takes a deep breath before sprinting down the ramp, focused on overcoming the odds. Ken is a rising star with an explosive style, but he's stepping into hostile territory tonight. Josh Hart. He's got the speed and the heart, but the question is, can he stay one step ahead of Corey and the inevitable interference from Deathstorm? Bell rings. Corey immediately smirks and circles Ken, jawing at him while Deathstorm watches from ringside with arms crossed. Ken charges in, looking to take the fight to Corey, landing a quick series of forearms to the chest, pushing Corey into the ropes. Corey shoves Ken back and counters with a cheap eye rake, temporarily blinding Ken and following up with a stiff kick to the gut. And there it is, classic Corey, bending the rules at every turn. Josh Hart. He doesn't just bend them, Mike. He breaks them. Corey controls the pace with a snap suplex, followed by a cocky cover. Kick out. Ken fights back with a sudden arm drag, then a springboard dropkick, sending Corey rolling to the outside to regroup with Deathstorm. Mike. Smart strategy by Ken, keeping the pace quick. But look at Deathstorm, already whispering instructions to Corey. As Ken backs away to let Corey return to the ring, Deathstorm grabs his ankle from outside, causing Ken to stumble. The distraction allows Corey to capitalize with a clothesline to the back of the head, taking Ken down hard. Come on! The referee needs to get control of Deathstorm out there. Josh Hart. This is why having a faction at ringside makes all the difference, Mike. Corey stays in control, locking in a side headlock, talking trash as he grinds Ken down. The crowd chants for Ken, who fights to his feet and breaks free with a series of elbow shots to the ribs. Ken hits the ropes and connects with a running Hurricane Rana, sending Corey tumbling across the ring. Mike? Ken showing that resilience and speed. He's still in this fight. But can he keep it up with Deathstorm lurking outside? Ken follows up with a springboard moonsault, hooking the leg. Kick out. Ken signals for his finisher, the Ken Strike super kick, as the crowd erupts. He lines up Corey, but Deathstorm hops onto the apron, distracting the referee. Ken turns to confront Deathstorm, allowing Corey to capitalize with a low blow from behind. The crowd boos furiously as Corey rolls Ken up with a handful of tights. Kick out. Mike. Corey almost stole it. This is ridiculous. Ken has to stay focused, no matter what underhanded tricks Corey pulls. Corey grows frustrated, dragging Ken to his feet and going for his signature DOA DDT, implant DDT, but Ken counters into a Northern Lights suplex. Ken scrambles to the top rope and delivers a breathtaking 450 splash, covering for the win. Deathstorm pulls Corey's leg onto the rope. Mike, that should have been it. Deathstorm just saved Corey. The ref didn't see it, and Ken is furious. As Ken argues with the referee, Deathstorm reaches into the ring and grabs his leg again. Corey seizes the opportunity, hitting a brutal running knee strike, followed by the DOA DDT. He covers. Winner announcer, here is your winner, advancing in the M1 tournament, Corey. Mike, this was highway robbery. Ken had this match won. Like it or not, Corey advances, and that's what matters in this tournament. Corey celebrates arrogantly as Deathstorm raises his arm, the duo taunting the crowd. Ken sits in the corner, holding his head in frustration. Mike, Ken put up an incredible fight, but the numbers game was just too much. And that's what DOA does best: divide, distract, and dominate. Corey and Deathstorm exit the ring, gloating as they head up the ramp while the crowd boos loudly. Mike, Corey moves forward in the M1 tournament, but you have to wonder, how far can he go with Deathstorm constantly by his side? As far as he wants, Mike. When you've got an enforcer like Deathstorm watching your back, the sky's the limit. MWL All In M1 tournament match. Sarah Davis versus Dream Theodore. The crowd cheers as Sarah Davis makes her entrance, her determined expression showing she's ready for the challenge ahead. She high-fives fans on her way down the ramp, soaking in the energy of the crowd. Sarah Davis is one of the most resilient competitors in MWL. She's fought through adversity time and time again, and tonight she's looking to advance in the M1 tournament. She's tough, no doubt, Mike. But standing across from her is Dream Theodore, a man known for his raw charisma and powerful offense. This is going to be an interesting clash of styles. The lights dim and an elaborate pyro display goes off as Dream Theodore's music hits. He walks out confidently, basking in the spotlight with his signature swagger, wearing his trademark sunglasses and a flashy robe. And here comes Dream Theodore, a man who oozes confidence. He's got all the tools to go far in this tournament, but will his ego get in the way tonight? Theodore's no joke in that ring, Mike. He's got the power, the skill, and the mind games to make it happen. Bell rings. Both competitors circle each other cautiously before locking up in the center of the ring. Theodore uses his strength advantage to push Sarah into the corner, flexing and taunting her before backing away. Sarah responds with a quick arm drag, catching Theodore off guard. She follows up with another arm drag and transitions into a grounded armbar, trying to slow the big man down. Smart strategy by Sarah, taking Theodore off his feet early and keeping him grounded. John, if she can take his power away, she might just stand a chance. Theodore powers out of the hold, throwing Sarah across the ring. He charges, but Sarah ducks under a clothesline and counters with a drop kick to the knee, staggering him. Sarah hits the ropes and connects with a running bulldog, taking Theodore down for an early pin attempt. Kick out. Sarah with the early cover. She's keeping the pressure on. She needs to stay on him because Theodore won't stay down for long. Theodore regains control, blocking a springboard attempt and catching Sarah midair with a spinebuster, shaking the ring. He follows up with a series of knee strikes to Sarah's midsection and a brutal backbreaker, smirking as he soaks in the crowd's boos. Mike, and just like that, Da Dream Theodore takes over with raw power. That's what he does best, overwhelm his opponents and remind everyone that he's in control. Theodore lifts Sarah for a vertical suplex, holding her in the air to show off his strength before slamming her hard. He covers. Kick out. Mike, Sarah Davis refuses to stay down. John, she's got heart, but Theodore is wearing her down fast. Theodore continues his assault, locking in a camel clutch, wrenching back as Sarah grimaces in pain. The crowd rallies behind her, and she fights to her feet, breaking the hold with elbow strikes to Theodore's ribs. Sarah builds momentum with a series of forearms, followed by a springboard crossbody, covering again. Kick out. Sarah goes for a roundhouse kick, but Theodore ducks and counters with a huge power slam, planting her hard in the center of the ring. Theodore signals for his finisher, the Dream Crusher, sit-out powerbomb. But Sarah counters mid-lift with a Hurricane Rana, sending him crashing into the turnbuckle. Sarah follows up with a running knee strike to Theodore's head, knocking him loopy. She quickly ascends the top rope and connects with a missile dropkick, sending Theodore reeling. Mike, Sarah is firing on all cylinders. Can she capitalize? She's got him rocked, but she needs to stay focused. Sarah attempts her finisher, the Davis Lock, modified STF, but Theodore powers out before it can be fully applied. Theodore catches Sarah mid-run and drives her into the mat with a huge pop-up powerbomb. He covers. Kick out. Mike, unbelievable resilience from Sarah Davis. John, I don't know how she kicked out of that one. Theodore, growing frustrated, lifts Sarah up for a second attempt at the Dream Crusher, but Sarah counters with a roll-up pin. Kick out. As Theodore scrambles to his feet, Sarah delivers a precise super kick, dropping him to one knee. She follows it up with a spinning neckbreaker and quickly applies the Davis Lock. Mike, she's got it locked in. Can Theodore hold on? John, he's in the center of the ring, nowhere to go. Theodore struggles, desperately clawing toward the ropes, but Sarah wrenches back even tighter. In a final push, Theodore reaches out, but taps out. The bell rings. Here is your winner, advancing in the M1 tournament, Sarah Davis. Mike, what an incredible performance. Sarah Davis pulls off a huge victory and advances in the M1 tournament. She weathered the storm, stuck to her game plan, and forced Theodore to tap out. That's how you make a statement. Sarah Davis celebrates in the ring, raising her arms in victory as the crowd gives her a standing ovation. Theodore rolls out, furious, slamming the barricade in frustration. Mike, Sarah Davis advances, but you can bet Da Dream Theodore will be looking for redemption after this one. The M1 tournament continues to deliver epic moments, and this one was no exception. Hats off to Sarah Davis. MWL Frost Trios Championships, Daniel Didi Diamite, Logan and Ella versus MWL Frost Trios Champions, Eleanor Owens, Oliver Twist, and Olivia Twist. Announcers, the crowd is electric as Daniel, Didi Diamite, Logan, and Ella make their entrance, with Logan hyping up the fans while Didi Diamite exudes confidence and Ella remains focused. This trio of challengers is a unique blend of experience, speed, and raw energy. Daniel Didi Diamite's technical acumen, Logan's unpredictability, and Ella's resilience could pose a serious threat to the champions tonight. John, no doubt, Mike, but let's not forget they're up against the MWL Frost Trios champions. Eleanor Owens, Oliver Twist, and Olivia Twist. They have been nothing short of dominant, and they don't plan on losing those titles anytime soon. The champions' music hits, and Eleanor Owens leads Oliver and Olivia Twist down the ramp, their gold gleaming around their waists. They walk with an air of superiority, confident and composed. Mike, Eleanor Owens, the mastermind of this team, has been leading this unit with precision and power. Oliver and Olivia Twist have been perfectly in sync as champions. They function like a well-oiled machine, Mike. Challengers beware. Daniel D.D. Dimite starts things off against Oliver Twist, locking up in a tight collar and elbow tie-up. Oliver takes control with a quick wrist lock, wrenching the arm, but D.D. Dimite flips through and reverses into a hammerlock. Oliver counters with a standing switch, taking D.D. Dimite down with a side headlock takedown. D.D. Dimite fights to his feet and pushes Oliver off, hitting the ropes and delivering a flying shoulder block, knocking Oliver down. The crowd cheers as D.D. Dimite tags in Logan. Fast-paced action right from the start. D.D. Dimite and Logan keeping the pressure up. They need to maintain this momentum and not let the champions settle into their rhythm. Logan enters with a burst of energy, hitting Oliver with a springboard arm drag, sending him across the ring. Oliver scrambles to his corner and tags in Eleanor Owens. Eleanor enters cautiously, sizing up Logan, who tries to go for a quick takedown. But Eleanor counters with a brutal clothesline, taking Logan down hard. Mike, Eleanor Owens turning the tide with that crushing clothesline. Logan may be fast, but Eleanor's power is no joke. Eleanor dominates Logan, keeping him grounded with a series of backbreakers, slowing the pace of the match. She tags in Oliva Twist, who continues the punishment with a suplex, followed by a diving elbow drop. Oliva covers Logan. Kick out. The champions are showing why they hold the gold. They're isolating Logan and cutting him off from his corner. John, classic teamwork. This is how you defend a championship. Logan fights back with a jawbreaker, stunning Oliva, and scrambles to tag in Ella. Ella comes in hot with a series of dropkicks, taking down Oliva and knocking Eleanor off the apron. Ella lands a springboard crossbody onto Oliva, covering. Kick out. Ella's quick offense might just turn things around for the challengers. She's got speed on her side, but the champions always find a way to bounce back. Ella tags in D.D. Dimite, who unloads on Oliva with a flurry of chops and forearm strikes. He whips Oliva into the ropes and nails a spinebuster, going for the cover. Eleanor Owens breaks it up. Chaos erupts as Logan and Oliver Twist enter the ring, brawling to the outside. Ella hits a suicide dive, taking out Oliver and Eleanor, leaving Oliva alone with D.D. Dimite in the ring. D.D. Dimite signals for his finisher, the Dynabomb, powerbomb into a knee strike. But Oliva wriggles free and counters with a Hurricane Rana. What a counter! Oliva Twist showing great resilience. John, these champions refuse to go down without a fight. Eleanor slides back into the ring and plants D.D. Dimite with a spinebuster, tagging Oliver back in. Oliver goes for his signature twist of fate, corkscrew neckbreaker, but D.D. Dimite counters, hitting a super kick. Mike just took Oliver down. Could this be it? The titles are in jeopardy. D.D. Dimite tags in Logan, who climbs the top rope for a high-risk move, but Eleanor Owens distracts the referee while Oliva Twist shoves Logan off the top rope. Logan crashes hard, and Oliver Twist seizes the moment, delivering a devastating twist of fate. He hooks the leg. Ella breaks it up just in time. Mike, Ella with the save. This match isn't over yet. The challengers are showing heart, but can they survive the numbers game? Ella and Oliva brawl on the outside while Logan crawls to his corner. Eleanor charges in and knocks D.D. Dimite off the apron, preventing a tag. Oliver lifts Logan for a powerbomb, but Logan counters into a sunset flip. Eleanor Owens breaks it up again. Eleanor drags Logan to the champion's corner and tags herself in. She lifts Logan onto her shoulders and hits the frostbite slam, fireman's carry slam, covering. Here are your winners, and still MWL Frost Trio's champions: Eleanor Owens, Oliver Twist, and Oliva Twist. The champions retain, a hard-fought battle, but the experience and teamwork of Eleanor Owens and the Twist siblings proved too much tonight. The challengers came close, but the champions played their cards perfectly. Eleanor's leadership and their flawless chemistry make them a nearly unstoppable force. The champions celebrate in the ring, holding their titles high as the challengers regroup on the outside, frustrated but receiving cheers for their valiant effort. You have to give credit to Logan, D.D. Dimite, and Ella. They gave it everything they had, but tonight belongs to the champions. The M1 tournament continues to bring us thrilling action, and the MWL Frost Trio's champions prove why they are the best in the division. The crowd erupts as Yami and Zero XO make their entrance, both looking focused and determined. Zero XO hypes up the crowd while Yami remains stoic, eyes locked on the ring. Yami and Zero XO have been on a roll lately, and tonight they have their biggest challenge yet, taking on the MWL Mist Tag Champions, Harper and Todoroshi. They've got a tall order ahead of them, Mike. Harper and Todoroshi have been an unstoppable force, blending power, technique, and strategy to hold on to those titles for a long time. The arena darkens as mist fills the stage, and Harper and Todoroshi step out with their MWL Mist Tag Team Championships around their waists. Their calm, collected demeanor contrasts sharply with the challenger's energy. Mike, the champions, Harper and Todoroshi, have dominated this division with precision and ruthlessness. They don't make mistakes, and they capitalize on every opportunity. They're not flashy, Mike. They're efficient, and that's why they're the champs. Bell rings. Yami starts things off against Todoroshi. They lock up, but Todoroshi quickly transitions into a waistlock takedown, keeping Yami grounded. Yami fights back with a sharp elbow strike, breaking free and delivering a quick snapmare, followed by a drop kick to the back of Todoroshi's head. Yami tags in Zero XO, who leaps over the ropes with a springboard splash, covering Todoroshi. Kick out! Great teamwork from Yami and Zero XO early on. They're keeping the pace fast, which is exactly what they need to do against the champs. Todoroshi regains control with a stiff forearm strike, whipping Zero XO into the ropes and delivering a massive spinning back elbow. He drags Zero to his corner and tags in Harper. Harper slows the pace, grounding Zero XO with a series of snap suplexes, followed by a methodical armbar, trying to wear down the high flyer. Zero fights out with a flip kick, escaping and diving to tag in Yami, who explodes into the ring with a flurry of strikes on Harper. Yami lands a jumping knee strike, followed by a spinning heel kick, covering Harper. Kick out. Mike, Yami is on fire. The challengers have the champs on the ropes. They need to keep Harper isolated if they want a shot at winning this match. Harper uses his strength advantage, countering a springboard attempt by catching Yami midair and slamming him with a gut-wrench suplex. Harper tags Todoroshi back in, and the champions hit a double-team vertical suplex, crushing Yami. Todoroshi covers. Kick out. Mike. The champs' teamwork is second to none. They know how to cut the ring in half and keep control. This is what makes them so dangerous, Mike. They're in complete sync. Yami fights his way out of the champion's corner, dodging a double-team attempt and nailing a springboard moonsault onto both Todoroshi and Harper. He makes the hot tag to Zero XO, who comes in like a house of fire, hitting a springboard DDT on Todoroshi, then knocking Harper off the apron with a running enziguri. Zero signals for his finisher, the XO Splash, shooting star press. But Harper yanks Yami off the apron, distracting him long enough for Todoroshi to recover and shove him off the top rope. Mike, Harper with the interference. That could turn the tide of the match. And the referee didn't see it. Classic tag team tactics by the champions. Todoroshi capitalizes, hitting a stiff dragon suplex, bridging into a pin. Kick out. Zero XO stays alive, but how much more can he take? You can see the frustration building in Todoroshi. Todoroshi signals for the end and locks in the frost lock, single-leg Boston Crab, but Zero XO crawls desperately to the ropes, forcing the break. Yami, sensing urgency, tags himself in and takes Todoroshi down with a spinning back elbow, followed by his finisher, the Rising Eclipse, Tornado DDT from the top rope. Yami covers Todoroshi. Harper breaks it up. Mike. Harper saves the titles again. These champions just refuse to let go. Yami and Zero XO are pulling out all the stops, but the champs are just too tough. Logan and Harper start brawling on the outside, leaving Yami and Todoroshi inside the ring. Yami signals for another Rising Eclipse, but Todoroshi counters with a desperation Northern Light suplex, tagging Harper back in. Harper charges in and lifts Yami for their finisher, the Frost End, elevated powerbomb into a cutter, hitting it perfectly. Harper covers Yami. The ring announcer. Here are your winners, and still MWL Mist Tag Team Champions, Harper and Todoroshi. What a match. Yami and Zero XO brought everything they had, but the champions once again prove why they're at the top of the division. They don't just win, Mike. They survive. Harper and Todoroshi's teamwork was the key tonight. Harper and Todoroshi hold their titles high, standing tall in the ring while Yami and Zero XO sit on the outside, visibly frustrated but earning applause from the crowd for their effort. Yami and Zero XO should hold their heads high. They pushed the champions to their limit tonight. But in the end, experience won out. The Mist Tag Team titles remain with Harper and Todoroshi.
Announcer, it looks like it is time for our main event.
Mine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event of MWL All In. Son Goku is set to defend his MWL Rogue Championship, but who will challenge him? We've been hearing rumors all night, and you know whoever it is, they're stepping into the ring with one of the most dominant champions we've ever seen. Son Goku's theme hits, and the crowd erupts as the MWL Rogue Champion walks to the ring, focused and determined, with his championship strapped tightly around his waist. He stands in the center of the ring, awaiting his opponent. Announcer Mike. Son Goku is ready for anything. But is he ready for this? Suddenly, the lights dim, and a familiar tune plays through the arena speakers. The crowd roars with surprise as Luna Moon makes her grand return, walking onto the stage, holding a contract high in the air. It's Luna Moon! She's back, and she's cashing in! Luna confidently walks to the ring, but she's not alone. Josh Hart, Chris Hicks of the Mountain Dew Boys accompany her, smirking as they circle the ring. And she brought back up. This is not going to be a fair fight, and Son Goku knows it. Luna hands the contract to the referee, who holds the MWL Rogue Championship high. The bell rings, and the match begins. Luna wastes no time, rushing at Son Goku with a flurry of strikes, forcing him into the corner. She delivers rapid kicks to the midsection, followed by a quick springboard elbow smash, sending Goku stumbling forward. Announcer Josh Hart. Luna Moon is aggressive tonight. She wants to make a statement and capture that Rogue Championship. Goku, shaking off the early assault, counters a second attack with a clothesline, taking Luna down hard. He pulls her up and delivers a brutal snap suplex, going for an early cover. Kick out. Luna Moon showing resilience, but she better watch out because Son Goku is no pushover. As Goku continues his offense, he sends Luna into the ropes for a spinebuster, but Chris Hicks hops onto the apron, distracting the referee. Diz4DJ seizes the moment, grabbing Goku's leg and tripping him up. Luna capitalizes, hitting a running knee to the face, followed by a quick moonsault. She hooks the leg. Goku kicks out. Announcer Mike. Come on. The Mountain Dew Boys are already making their presence felt, landing a devastating dragon suplex that rattles Luna. He then charges, hitting a running dropkick, sending her crashing into the turnbuckle. Josh Hart jumps onto the apron, but Goku knocks him off with a well-placed forearm smash. Hey, that's uncalled for. As Goku turns his attention back to Luna, she delivers a low blow behind the referee's back, followed by a quick reverse DDT. Luna smirks and goes for the cover. Goku kicks out again. Son Goku refuses to go down, but the numbers game is catching up to him. Luna signals to the Mountain Dew Boys. Josh Hart and Diz4DJ slide into the ring and stomp on Son Goku while the referee is distracted by Chris Hicks on the apron. The crowd boos loudly as Luna climbs the ropes, preparing for her finishing move, the Lunar Eclipse, diving stunner. She flies off, but Goku dodges. Luna crashes to the mat hard. That might be the opening Son Goku needs. Goku picks Luna up, setting up for the final flash lariat, but Chris Hicks pulls Luna out of the ring just in time. Smart move by the Mountain Dew Boys. As the referee reprimands Hicks, Diz4DJ slides a steel chair into the ring. Luna grabs it and smashes Goku in the back, then follows it up with a second shot to the head. She tosses the chair aside and covers Goku as the referee turns back around. No, not this way. Yes, Luna Moon has done it. We have a new MWL Rogue Champion. Luna Moon is handed the MWL Rogue Championship, and she holds it high in celebration with the Mountain Dew boys surrounding her. Son Goku, holding his head, looks furious as he watches them gloat. Josh Hart raises Luna's hand as the Mountain Dew boys declare dominance over MWL once again. This was a disgrace. Son Goku had this match won if it weren't for the Mountain Dew boys. It doesn't matter how it happened, Mike. What matters is that Luna Moon is the new MWL Rogue Champion. The show closes with Luna standing on the turnbuckle, holding the title up proudly while Son Goku stares her down from ringside. Winner and new MWL Rogue Champion, Luna Moon,